Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a project. This is a Khopesh, basically an Egyptian sword. I wanted to get one because I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins and it's a pretty cool blade. But this one is more of a fantasy type blade. So what I'm going to be doing to it is cutting out a few unnecessary bits along the blade as well as the handle, and then hopefully reduce the weight a little bit. Now, me being able to do this is not made out of stainless steel. It is made out of carbon steel, so it actually is true sword steel. So that's why I can do this. If you have one like this, make sure if you're ever going to do anything like this that your steel is definitely carbon or spring steel. They're basically the same thing. That's why this guy was $50 and not $20. Alright, well, I'll get to cutting out the markings on the blade and then I will continue the video. Okay, so now you can see I've cut out the end bit, this little point down here, and the huge point that was sticking out here. Now what I'm going to be doing is grinding back this to be a little bit more weight distributed, and I'll see about this part too, see how it feels afterwards, but I think that should be fine. So yeah, and then I'll give it a handle. I think I will make it a full tang sort of design so you can see the metal on the side, because that has a perfect sort of grip right there for it. So knock 2 holes in there, 1, 2, handle in, be fine, sharpen the blade, and then I got my very own Khopesh. If you want to do this at home, if you find one of these similar sort of blades, they are highly produced in China and all that. Be careful, and if you're underage, get your parents to do it for you. Otherwise, yeah, take it slow, and don't push machines like grinders, drill presses or anything like that to their limits, because they will break and then you don't have a machine and then you can't make things. Alright, so I'm going to just get to grinding the rest of this and I'll show you that afterwards. So now you can see that I have taken off a little bit more of here on the blade. Might take that much more off there, and I am going to make the tip curve the other way, because they're meant to curve the other way, or that's how they look. So I'm just getting rid of all that excess steel that I don't need to make the blade lighter, and because this joint here is extremely skinny, there is chance of breakage here. So I'm going to make the blade a lot more lighter, so therefore there's not as much stress on this corner. I'll be buffing that off too, so it matches to the handle curvature. So there. Alright, well, this is going to be part 1 because my grinder is overheating nearly. I'll stay tuned and I'll show you the finished project in another video. Alright, thanks guys. See ya. Hey guys, and welcome back. I've done a little bit more shaping of the blade. So as you can see, it's much thicker to the end and it's thinner down the bottom. I buffed it like so it's raw metal and it's already starting to rust. I want it to rust completely, so I will leave it overnight in the rain whenever it's raining next. So it will all be rusted. I like that sort of texture color. Sorry. I'm gonna probably... No, I'm not going to do that next. First things first is we're going to cut out the handle, which is 2 pieces like so. I'm going to cut it here, and if I grab this, you can see that that's going to fit in there like nicely. Then I'm going to shape it with my belt sander and glue it, and then the next day I will put some holes in it and some rivets of some sort. Alright, the only thing is I'm probably going to start doing a bit of the bevel too today, on the edge. And yeah, so I'll get this going and then I will let you see it from there. Okay guys. Alright guys, so I've cut out these 2 pieces, which are going to be the handle. It's going to slap on like that, and I'll slap it on like that, and then I'm going to glue them, and then I'll put a drill through both pieces of wood and then the pieces of metal. So yeah, but I'm going to now put a bevel on the edge. For those of you who don't know what a bevel is, it's the part from here to here what slowly makes the blade sharp. So I'm going to do that, And then I'm probably going to get rid of all this, and then I will leave it in water and let it rust naturally, and then I will glue the handle on, and then, I don't know, maybe wrap it or something once the holes are in it, but then it basically is finished. Alright, so I'm going to go put the bevel on and I'll show you what happens. Just before that, I just wanted to show you what tools I've used so far. So this is the belt sander that I'm going to be using, just normal one from, well, Bunnings, and then I had my grinder and the jigsaw to cut out the pieces of wood. Anyway, so I'm going to get to beveling the sword. If you want to know how to bevel a sword, I just put the sword on an angle, 45-degree angle, and then just run it down and then run it back up, and slowly it will bring up a bevel. I will show you what the bevel looks like once I've put it on. Alright, stay tuned. Okay guys, so now you can actually see the bevel I've put on it, which is that little edge thing right there. And this is how it looks on the other side. So now you can see it's got a nice bevel, which means that it will cut very, very well. So I've done that part. That being said, a little tip, if you guys ever do bevel, make sure you put like a little handle sort of thing you can do, so you can get a nice clean movement when you are using it. It's much easier to move up and down with a handle. So yeah. Alright, so now what I'm probably going to do is I am probably going to epoxy the handle on and then leave it out to get rusty. I'll probably buff all the handle too, and then once it's rusty I'll bevel it again so it has a nice clean, just like this part here. You'll see only like that shiny sort of metal colour. Polish it up, and then I will, well, do a review on it. So stay tuned guys. Okay guys, so I'm just using this normal, I got it for $2, 2-part epoxy, squeeze it out. Just have to mix it up, make sure it's all mixed together, and then I'm just going to get it and plop it on the blade, rub it all the way up and down both sides, and then I'll stick the handle on, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so as you can see, I've just put the handle on, epoxied it, and then just stuck some two clamps on it. I'll leave that overnight, drill the 2 holes, and then start shaping it with the sand belt. I also took off all the grit here so the blade can start rusting. I will cover up the handle overnight with some waterproof shit, and then yeah, it's looking good. I'll keep you in touch on the next part. I hope you like this video. Comment and subscribe, and leave me a message if you really want to. Okay, thanks guys. See you next time.